Hi, it's Bill Fields with the Recruiting Academy. I'm excited to be with you today to talk about how to create an outstanding recruiting presentation. See, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to understand there's an art to selling an agent what the agent wants to buy. So you've got to have an outstanding recruiting presentation in order to help you accomplish that objective. Now, how do we create an outstanding recruiting presentation? What's the purpose? What am I trying to accomplish? Well, what I'm trying to accomplish really is to develop a presentation that's going to make it easy for an agent to understand where the value benefit is with me and my firm, and to get them to make a commitment to join me during the time I'm sitting down with them. So a recruiting presentation is a very important part of our entire recruiting campaign. Now, I believe there are 10 steps to a successful recruiting presentation. I'd like to share them with you. The first step to a successful recruiting presentation is your preparation step. And that's probably the most important, ladies and gentlemen, because these are all the things that you're going to do prior to sitting down with the agent. You're going to collect the information, you're going to develop the compensation package, you're going to work on your multimedia presentation, all of the things that you need to do before you actually sit down with the agent. Now, once we actually sit down with the agent, our step there is simple. It's all about warming them up. It's about asking them questions. And then we're going to move on to the third step, and that's going to be the establishment of mutual goals. Well, what the heck does that mean? It means, ladies and gentlemen, that we want to demonstrate that their goal and our goal is the same goal. So if the agent is coming because we offered them an opportunity to reach a certain level of production in a certain period of time, I'd start out by saying that. Well, Andy agent, I'm glad we have an opportunity to sit down together. I want to start out by assuring you that your goal and my goal is the same goal. When we met for coffee, I asked you what your goal was of where you wanted to be in 5 years, and you said to be a $10 million producer. I asked you if I could help you get there in half the time. Would that be something you'd be interested in? And you said yes, and that's why we're here today. So what I want to do today is show you how I can help you achieve your goal of becoming a $10 million producer in half the time. So we've established with the agent the mutual goal. Then once I've done that, then I must go on to the fourth step, which is demonstrating the plan. Showing them exactly how I plan to accomplish that objective. What 5 major and 10 minor value benefits am I going to offer them that are going to allow them to reach the goal that they have in the time in which I said we could do it. I want to sell myself because obviously I am a big part of the package. I want to sell my company because, you know, I can't do this without the support of the organization. I've got to be able to demonstrate to them what role the company is going to play in helping them achieve the goals and objectives. Then I've got to get to one of the most important steps, which is to effectively negotiate the compensation plan. I don't offer a commission split. I have compensation plans because I know it's not what's written on that piece of paper, it's how much money ends up in their pocket that's going to make a determination whether or not I get this agent. Then once I've effectively worked through the compensation, I want to handle the objections and stalls and concerns that that agent has because I know they're going to have them. And then once I've effectively done that, I've got to ask them to go forward. I've got to get the commitment. You know, ladies and gentlemen, that's one of the most important steps of recruiting, getting the commitment. And that's a very important part of a successful recruiting presentation. Then once I've gotten the commitment, probably the next biggest step after preparation is making it easy for an agent to move. Because I have, just like I'm sure you have, had a lot of agents who've said yes, but never made the move. And it's because we didn't make it easy. So those are really the 10 steps, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to follow in order to develop an outstanding recruiting presentation. Now, I suggest you create a multimedia story that you can use. You know, a visual makes it much easier for an agent to follow. Not only that, but we know that people retain more what they see than what they hear. By developing a multimedia presentation, it's also going to make it easier for you to stay on track. Now look, don't put together a whole bunch of slides with a lot of words on them. Your multimedia presentation should support your point, not make your point. Don't overload them with numbers and facts and figures, of course, unless you're dealing with an analytical agent who really likes to see lots of numbers and facts and figures. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, pictures are really worth 1,000 words. So create a nice multimedia presentation that tells a story that's easy for a potential agent to recruit, so they can see clearly how you're going to help them accomplish the goals and objectives that they've established for themselves. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time for today. So until we're together again, I want to thank you for joining us and remind you, it's not what you know, it's what you do that makes a difference. This is Bill Fields wishing you incredible recruiting success.